Hey, what's up, everybody? This is John Huey coming to you from the Z. This is the Uncomfort Zone, and it's brought to you by blacktopia.org, the color blue, the letter B, and the number 0. So, what's on my mind? What's got me wanting to talk about what's uncomfortable today? As you can see, I'm driving. Is that I was watching this video that I was posted on Facebook that somebody tagged me, and it basically said, it was this woman on there, and she was talking about how I'm trying to get my thoughts together. How she was approached by a white person, a white woman, to get her to be involved in the feminist movement, and how she was offended by it. She felt that, and all that stuff, that it was just basically she was offended by it. Now, you want to see it, go see it, find it for yourself. I watched it because somebody wanted my opinion. So she said some valid things, but then she said some things that I don't agree with. And that's what I want to talk about, the things that I don't agree with. All right, so peep this. So I'm all for, pro-black. Obviously, you see my skin color, and you see me, and other people see me, the first thing they see a black man. But I'm also mixed, and so when I hear people say, there was another post that somebody posted on, and they were talking about, can a black man be pro-black if he married to somebody that's not black? And a lot of people were saying no, and I'm thinking, okay, that's pretty ignorant. So what you're saying is that because a person falls in love with someone that isn't the same complexion, that doesn't have the same amount of melanin in their skin, that they can't be pro-black? That's some ignorant ass shit. Because on the outside we look different, on the inside we're pretty much the same. So that is some borderline racist ass shit, and at the minimum it's some bigoted ass shit. So I'm all for pro-black, and I love, I have a black mother, I got black brothers and sisters, and aunts and aunts, and uncles and cousins, and I had a grandmother, I had a grandfather, so my son. But what I fall in love with is what I fall in love with. And if it happens to be a purple woman, a green woman, a white woman, an Asian woman, an Hispanic woman, whatever the hell she is, Martian, or whatever, that has absolutely nothing to do with my convictions, how I feel about black people, because I can't deny the fact that I'm black. Now, I'm also not going to be one of them. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't like black women. I'm not going to date a black woman. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, whatever I find attractive is what I find attractive. Because just because a person is black on the outside, they could be as white as can be on the inside. Uncle Tom all day long. So it's just one of those things. So you can't just be tripping about somebody's skin tone and make snap judgments about who or what they are, or anything like that, because that's just wrong. You can't judge somebody by their skin color. You know, I mean, that's the same thing. When you tripping because this black man decided he married a white woman or an Hispanic woman or Asian woman or whatever, and flip it around. If this black woman meets a white man or whatever, and you mean to tell me that the black part of that couple can't be pro-black because their spouse is not? That's stupid. And yeah, so it's offensive to me. I'm mixed. My father's Chinese. There's no denying what he is. And just because you see me as a black man, I have strong ties to the Asian community. And I see things from different, I've been exposed to things from different points of view. You know, grew up in Compton and Cerritos. Lived in Temecula. Went to school in Long Beach, Hawthorne, Downey. I've been the only black person, you know. Well, actually, no. When I went to school in Downey, there was like 4 of us, and we were all mixed. There was no black kid at the school that had 2 black parents. So I know how it is. Then I went to predominantly black school when I went to Hawthorne Christian. I went to a mixed school when I was in Holmes Elementary in Lakewood. Cerritos High, it was a mixed school. At the time I was there, it was predominantly white. Now it's predominantly Asian. Temecula, it was predominantly white when I moved there. I lived in Compton, black neighborhood. I don't have a problem with your skin color. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. You come at me the right way, I'm coming at you the right way. You come at me sideways, well, it's on. But I'm tired of these pro-black, ignorant ass black people discounting other black folks because they don't fit your image. They don't fit into your box. You know, you need to get off your high horse and look your own ass in the mirror and figure it out. You know, and maybe that's the reason why a lot of these successful black men bounce and start looking for people of other colors. You know, and don't get mad at them. Shit, flip the script. You know, stop complaining about, well, you know, hey, I don't do that. I'm not Sally with the good hair. You want. Well, if that's what a brother want, that's what a brother's gonna look for. You know, I'm sorry. You know, brother work all day long. Brother wanna come home and don't wanna have no issues. He gonna go. It's like, think about it. Think of it lightning. When lightning strikes, it goes it tries to hit the ground the path of least resistance. So you got a brother, or for that matter, anybody that's successful. They looking for somebody that's gonna help them and continue on that successfulness, that greatness that they want to achieve. Not looking for somebody that's gonna be fighting them tooth and nail all the way up. Now, I don't want to get into the stereotype, but I don't. This is very general. I'm very generalizing. I'm generalizing. But what I'm saying is, check yourself before you start looking at somebody else and what it is they're doing. If a brother is flipping the script and all of a sudden, you know, he's with a white woman or an Asian woman or a Hispanic woman or an Arab woman or whatever that's not a black woman, and he's successful, it ain't got nothing to do with looks, because there's some beautiful ass black women. I've been with some beautiful ass black women. I love me some black women. But I mean, what is it? It's not just because they different. You know, not because they look different. Stop blaming them for taking your men. Start looking in the mirror and figure out why they leaving. What you bringing to the table? You feel me? So if you bring in a whole lot of baggage, well, they gonna go look for somebody that ain't got that same baggage. You know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. You know, brother successful, brother ain't never been to jail, brother is doing his thing, and then you meet a sister and all she want to do is complain about this. You ain't doing that, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. But then you meet somebody else that's got a different melanin amount, and they're like, hey baby, let me help you so we can get to what we need to get. Now, this is, like I said, this is I'm generalizing. If you fit that mold, then maybe you need to flip your script. So, again, another little point. Okay, then the video is also talking about how the white man is doing this, the white man is doing that, and he's doing this, he's trying to destroy it. I understand that 110%. I understand the system is not set up for us, but that don't mean that we can't win in this system. But as long as we killing each other, as long as we keep producing fatherless children, it's not going to happen. You know, she also talked about, you know, people, you know, Planned Parenthood and how it was set up to exterminate black people. Look, ain't nobody putting no gun in your head to have sex in the first place. Ain't nobody putting your gun in your head to go have an abortion. Now, if that's your choice, that's on you. You want to have sex and don't want to use protection, that's on you. Talk to your kids. God ain't gonna save you. I'm sorry. You know this thing about, oh, well, you know, I grew up in the church. Damn that. I'm sorry. Some of the freakiest women I know grew up in the church. Fathers was ministers, or they was in church every Sunday. The church, and it's real. I'm sorry. The freakiest women I ever known were church women. The ones that didn't go to church was the ones you was, oh man, you had to beg and plead, but it was some church women that you had to, you know, hold them off, beat them back with a stick. So what's up with that? So again, stop blaming other people for your own situation. Look, I understand slavery. I understand that a lot of people are still in that slave mentality. But here, think about this. When you come to the realization that something is messing you up, that is no longer, that, you know, it's like when you don't know what the problem is, then you like, oh, I'm messing up. You get a pass. But as soon as you know what the problem is, you could do something about that problem and fix it. And I don't mean the system. I mean, you could figure out something. You could do something. And if you're not going to do anything but just sit there and complain about it, then you're a part of the system and you get what you deserve. It is what it is. As long as we gonna kill each other, and I'm not talking about black on black crime, because our crime rate is just as high as everybody else. It just seems like that's what you see on the news. Stop saying that. There is no such thing as black on black crime. But I don't want to live in the hood. I don't know nobody else that want to live in the hood. You know, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I want to live somewhere that I feel safer. Now, whether it's I really am safer in a different part of the different neighborhood, at least I feel safer in that neighborhood. Give me the illusion of safety. So, you know, I'm like, there's so many things that we could be doing as a people that we're not doing, that's just killing us. And to be beating each other up over some BS about, oh, well, you're not black enough because you don't have a black wife, or you don't have a black girlfriend, or whatever, you know, or you can't be in this movie because you're not black, and it was supposed to be, or you're not the right color. Oh, that is no different than saying that you can't have a black superhero or a black James Bond or whatever. That shit is make-believe. Make-believe. Who cares? Really though. I'm serious. I'm like, I'm all over the place. I'm just gonna be a long one today. I'm sorry. I just gotta hit a few things because I'm up on it. So peep this. We got a black president, right? Never had one in our history. Okay. Was he the best president? Meaning, was he the one that was going to do the most for us? No. But he was the right president for everybody. Meaning that if we would have continued to get in and vote and not let the Republicans take over the other parts of the government, maybe some of those things that you guys all complain about, the president didn't do this, the president didn't do it, he would have did. Maybe, but you can't put it all on him. I'm sorry. When the Affordable Care Act, is it perfect? Hell no, it ain't perfect. But it would be a whole lot better if the people on his own side gave a damn and really wanted it. He's a moderate. He's right down the middle. Hell, he's mixed. So come on. The dude is educated. And when you're educated, you tend to do what's best for everybody. Sometimes you have your agenda, whatever. But look, let's be real. Our president, Barack Obama, has done a great job. And I feel good about him. And opportunities are out there. But we have to make those opportunities happen. We can't just sit there and sit in the cut and expect a job just going to jump up and bite you in your butt while you kicking it, drinking a 40. That ain't going to happen. You got to get out there and vote. You got to participate. You got to have your voice heard. You got to make these ministers and these preachers accountable. You giving them money on a weekly basis. What are they doing with that money? Are they really helping the homeless? Are they really helping? Or are they just trying to make their church look better? Are they just trying to fatten up their pockets? What are they doing for us? Why don't they come together and say, look, let's put something together. And everything don't have to be God centric. I'm sorry, because everybody's not a Christian. Everybody's not a Muslim. Everybody doesn't believe in God. You got to have respect for the people that don't believe what you believe, because you want them to respect what you believe. I'm not saying you got to be down with it, but you got to respect the fact that they have an opinion and their opinion is different than yours. Every black person doesn't think the same. So get off our president's back. Get out there and do something for yourself. So that's all I got to say. This is John Huey coming to you from the Z. I was coming home. I gotta go do what I gotta do. So this is the Uncomfort Zone. Brought to you by blacktopia.org. I gave you the numbers and the colors and the letters earlier. I'm not repeating that. Yo, Jay, what's up, my man? I'm out.